Hello YouTube, it's been a while since we've done a CRKT. So yeah, we have the M21-04G in its usual sort of green CRKT box. This can be had from Blades and Triggers at 1,600 Rand. I'm not too sure if the pricing is still around at that price, but that will just give you an idea what the cost of these are. Let's get in the box and check it out. So you get your usual sort of paraphernalia in the box, brochures, etc. And then the only thing we're really interested in is this knife. Oh, sorry about that. So let's talk a little bit about this. I have owned several CRKTs over the years, like the M16 Special Forces Edition, the brown, the tan. However, I'm starting to take a liking to this blackout finish. It doesn't draw too much or garner too much attention to yourself. They don't blink around at night. Not that that's a big deal for me, but they are really large knives and great value for the price that you spend on them. I mean, a knife like this is sub 2,000 Rand. This is the M21-04G, Kit Carson design. Very small pocket clip, I must say. But that same traditional sort of design on the scales, the same safety lock mechanism over here for the double lock when it's opened out, everything like that. And of course, this one I went for a non-serrated blade, but you do get them with the VEF serrations over here. This is the straight blackout CRKT 04G, M21-04G. It only has a flipper on the one side, not on the other side. I think this is going to be a very comfortable carry knife. Let's check how this knife comes straight out of the box with sharpness. Now, I have had some CRKTs come sort of blunt out of the box, but let's check this one out. So, okay, that is razor sharp. No issues at all. This knife is incredibly sharp straight out of the box. Something just to talk about over here. This blade shape is quite unique in my opinion. I just want to get in a little bit closer. So if you have a look, especially here towards the belly of the blade, you almost get a bit more roundness coming out over here, which makes it quite interesting in my opinion. It's sort of a spear point, modified clip point. I don't even know what this blade shape is, but it's quite interesting and I like it. It's quite practical. As you can see with this knife, there is no backstop. The backstop is actually the thumb studs. So the thumb studs don't really get used too much. Then you have, interestingly enough, you can put the clip in any of the 4 positions on the scales, which is quite nice. Good thinking there, CRKT. And then your same sort of hollowed out G10, relatively grippy scales, a bit Chinesium, but still decent at all. No sort of sharp edges. Everything's been grounded to a nice edge. I like that. No issues at all. On the other end of the knife, one thing about these is there's never a place for you to pop a lanyard on. However, not really a lanyard knife, this one, but yeah. There you have the pocket clip. I've always found these pocket clips to be a little bit on the small side, but in so saying, it's definitely going to get the job done. There you can see that double sort of safety lock that you got to engage to be able to unlock it, which we'll show you now. There you can see the M21-04G Carson design, US patent number, and again that unusually shaped blade. This flipper is actually quite nice. I like the jimping on the flipper. I don't know what the hole's about, but yeah. There you can see your retention. You're down in for a sort of just less than 50% retention on there. And again, you can't open this. You can see that little silver pin in there unless you lift that out of the way by rotating that. Then you can push this like that to unlock. There is a bit of a ball detent over there. And then you can ride the knife home. So some great jimping here on the back of the blade. I'll show you that now. Right there where your thumb would ride. So I think this is actually very well thought out. I mean, it's a really decent blade. Probably around 2.8 mils to 3 mils thick. Not very thick at all. But still relatively practical on the grand scheme of things. I really enjoyed my previous CRKT, and I'm keen to see how this next generation CRKT rides in my pocket on my next adventure up into the Drakensberg Mountains. By the way, we're going to be doing a lot more review footage of my visits into the Drakensberg, the overnight caves, all sorts of camping and hiking adventures. We'll call that adventures, the nerd adventures or something on the channel, just to give it a bit of a new series. So I hope you guys follow on that one. But yeah, CRKT again, fantastic knife for the money. As I said, sub 2,000 Rand knives, incredible value. I do believe they are made in China, but they are made of fairly decent quality. 8CR13 MOV, Makata, the last one lasted many years. Easy to field sharpen because of the fact that it is an 8CR13 MOV and not one of the super steels. So this makes this a great tactical sort of everyday knife. I went for the one without the serrations because I did not want serrations getting in the way of my bush adventures, and of course using it for all my day-to-day tasks. A straight blade for me just works better than any of those serrated blades, so I went for this option just to see how it rides, and I will provide you guys with feedback on that as time goes. But let's now get down and check how this guy rides in the pocket, and just to the last little bit of finish off about this knife. As for how this rides in the jeans, this is not going to be a doable exercise there. However, sliding her into the jeans, bit tight at first, doesn't ride too badly. It is a big knife, but I think that looks alright in my opinion. Not bad at all. Telltale sign, it is a knife, it is a CRKT, so the branding sort of does stick out, but I have no issues with that. So just to conclude, again, an incredibly big, capable knife from CRKT. The M16 was one of my favorite carries for well over a year. This is a relatively newish one. I haven't carried this at all. However, I'm looking forward to carrying this and to seeing how it rides with me in the day-to-day. The big difference with this one is it's got the flipper here, but it doesn't have the flipper on the other end, which the other one did. This one has some nice jimping over here, and I think it's incredibly comfortable. And of course, the safety of this extra lockout mechanism to put the knife away, not bad at all. I like that a lot. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great week, and until next time, take care.